Are you people that lie to save your ass? That's what this one salesman told me from Church Singles a few years ago, from AT&T salesman. He says he just lies to save his ass. He can look at you with a straight face and just, sometimes I can tell when people are lying just by the way they act and what they do. And sometimes, I guess professional liars can get away with it and know how to avoid the signals that tip off their lying. What kind of person are you? I have a hard time lying, but when it comes to money and stuff, some people, when you're telling them something, they're so ignorant on the subject you're talking about, they would have no idea whether you're lying or not. Just perhaps, if you've established some authoritative figure with them, they'll believe anything you say and do. And some people are like that. Me, I guess I don't really trust anyone, so I do my own research and think for myself on almost every matter. What kind of person are you? What kind of people are you anyway? Are you the kind of people who, judge a book by its cover, or do you look inside the cover? I guess I do both. I look at the cover and I make a judgment on that, and I also look inside. Because I think it all, everything. There is no one thing that's more important than the other. Everything matters. Everything matters. And, some girl the other day at Comcast said, I don't even work. Well, define what work is. My body's working, I'm alive, in that manner I'm working. Kind of like a Timex watch. Takes a licking and keeps on ticking. Well, that's what I personally do as a human. I've been taking a licking for, over 30 some years, but I keep on ticking, and I still can kick some fucking ass if I fucking really I can still kick some fucking ass that most people couldn't do in their prime. But, what kind of person are you? Work. Well, what is work? Physics, one that studies physics and engineering, what it means to work. Does your car work? Does your car work? Does the ignition, work as far as money, employment, paycheck? When people say personally, I don't work, I mean, if they're talking about money and paycheck, I always like to give them the opportunity to sign a contract, start paying me the market rate of pay. And I think the market rate of pay is precedent at $3 billion a year by some hedge fund manager who I think is inferior to myself. So when I say I need $3 billion a year, it's based on that paycheck precedence and a person inferior in this country getting a license and getting that much money. Well, I've been told I'm not even supposed to make more than $30,000 a year. So that kind of bullshit. You see, the people who say these bullshit statements have zero credibility. And, that's why I am. That's why I don't really trust anybody. Doctors, lawyers, judges. I don't trust any of them because they have zero credibility. They've established it. Maybe people themselves have not established it yet with me, but people who profile, police profile people. I've been in jail so many times. They profile people by what they look like, how they dress, what they drive, what they do. Well, I guess I have statistical conclusions in my brain of profiling doctors, lawyers, and judges that so many of them have lied to me and screwed with me and made such ridiculous statements that I guess I personally feel that the whole group of people has zero credibility. And I guess I personally classify a lot of these people in their group if they pretend to be what if they're advertising themselves, presenting as a lawyer, judge, or doctor. So many of them lie and screw with me that I guess I sometimes judge all of them the same damn way because of all the precedents that have been established with me personally. Is that the correct thing to do? Right? Well, maybe not. Statistically, that the police do that, and statistically, there's going to be aberrations. You can't judge everybody by their group. Some people judge me because of my fraternity or my degrees or whatever, and other people that have done things that they don't like or whatever. And so they assume that I'm the exact same way. Well, you can't assume every doctor, lawyer, and judge is the same damn way, but, you can make some sort of statistic, the birds of a feather flock together. If people have certain characteristics of exhibited doing things, then you can make a pretty good assumption that people who are, in their classified group, they probably might do the same damn thing that the other people have done because it's statistically established. What kind of person are you? What kind of person are you? I mean, do you work? Do you work for money? Do you work for free? I mean, when it comes to money, do you just start working? Do you own one share of Walmart, and because you own Walmart, do you walk into Walmart and start working and cleaning the toilets without getting paid just because you own the place and want to look nice? Do you do that? I don't. I've worked at Walmart. It's about an hourly paycheck is what it is, and I own Walmart. You know, people say if you own the place, why don't you just go work there? I don't work for free. Whether I own the place or not, as a stock owner, I don't work without getting paid for my time. I did that before in Private Video Corner, which I did own a pretty good percent. You know, if you own 5 or 10% of Walmart, you're fucking filthy rich. 5 or 10% of Video Corner, no, it's not going to make you filthy rich. But for a while, I kind of played along that I'm a major owner and I'm going to work for my stock without getting paid for all my hours and time. But I will never do that again because I didn't get paid shit or my stock. You see, it's all about the money. You know, so when you mouth off to people that you don't know, you know, whip out your checkbook and put your money where your mouth is, because really people who butt into other people's business might just find themselves flat on the ground with a fucking bloody nose and fat lip, because when they say things that are none of their business, you know, what kind of people are you? It's really nobody's business. If people think it's their business, they better whip out the checkbook, you know. Because when people start worrying about everybody else, you know what they do is they're troublemakers. They're troublemakers and they cause trouble. You know, so once you start trouble, it never ends, does it? So what kind of person are you? Do you start trouble with people, butt your nose into people's business? Because when you do, it's going to backfire probably. What kind of person are you? What kind of person am I? Well, when people fuck with me, I'm liable to sometimes walk away and ignore it, or sometimes, you know, if a wild animal is against the wall in a corner, you know, and you're fucking with them, they're going to strike back and start biting you and attacking you. Well, I guess human beings, and I'm the same damn way, you know. Sometimes I'm the type of person when people are messing with me or bugging me or whatever, I might just walk away and ignore it to avoid a conflict. Or sometimes if there's no choice, or that I'm really getting pissed off and they've already done something before, I might just bite back and come out and charge after them and just get nerdy and nasty. What kind of person are you? I don't know. What kind of person? What kind of people are you anyway?